Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to my new video. Today I'm going to be talking about Saudi Arabia and Pakistan's new defense pact. And I'm also going to be talking about Trump wanting to take back Bagram Air Base from Afghanistan again. So before I start, don't forget to watch the video to the end, like, share, subscribe, and comment. All these things help the algorithm, but watching it to the end probably helps the most. Anyway, let's start. So everybody is saying that this mutual defense pact means Saudi Arabia is moving away from United States and they are forging their own defense with other countries. But let me tell you something. Who is the greatest threat in the Middle East right now? I'll give you a clue. It's Israel, right? Well, that wasn't a clue. That was more like a reveal. So let me tell you something. We know Israel has nuclear weapons. If Israel attacks Saudi Arabia, what do you think Pakistan will do? Will Pakistan go into a war with Israel? Because don't forget, going to war with Israel, it doesn't mean you are just attacking Israel. You are going to war with the United States, with Europe, with all of America's proxies, including proxies in the Middle East, by the way. So, will Pakistan do that? I don't think so somehow. I very much doubt it. And if there is a nuclear exchange with Israel, if Israel decides to throw a nuclear weapon at Saudi Arabia one day, could be in the future at some point, do you think Pakistan will go into a nuclear exchange with Israel? Which means that they have to go to a nuclear exchange with not only Israel, but with the United States and all these other proxies, Europe and things like that. I don't think Pakistan is strong enough to do that, to go against all the Western countries. I don't think they can. And let me put another scenario for you. Does Pakistan have any military bases in Saudi Arabia to protect Saudi Arabia from Israel? No. Does they might have in the future, but I'm putting all these scenarios to you guys. If Saudi Arabia wanted its own security, they could have gone with Russia and China. They could have got rid of all the US bases, first of all, and they could have joined the BRICS, right? They could have joined the BRICS, and they could have asked Russia and China to build military bases in Saudi Arabia to protect Saudi Arabia. That would have been the way forward, right? That would have been the way forward. However, Saudi Arabia is not in the BRICS. And why are they not in the BRICS? Because America told them not to be part of BRICS. So Saudi Arabia are still puppets of America. And so are Pakistan. So you have two countries here who are under the wing of United States or under the control of United States, making a pact together. So if this pact is not for Israel and it's not for the West, so who is it for? Well, it's going to be for smaller countries like Yemen, or when Saudi Arabia has wars with Yemen or its local proxies, or could be even Iran as well. Then Pakistan will be asked to intervene, and America would give Pakistan the blessings to do that, and probably Israel as well. So you see, this pact is not what you think it is, right? So let's move on. So let's talk a bit about Pakistan. We all know that the leadership of Pakistan are very corrupt and they're a bunch of puppets of the United States. The only true sovereign leader Pakistan had was Imran Khan, and now he's in prison because he was deemed too sovereign. And the United States got rid of him and replaced him with a puppet. So this puppet is doing America's bidding. So do you think America would allow any sort of pact between Pakistan and Saudi Arabia if America didn't give its go-ahead? I don't think so. America has given this as a go-ahead to Saudi Arabia and to Pakistan. And there's a reason why, Trump met with the army leader in the White House after Pakistan's victory over India. There was a reason for that. And I think this was probably discussed back then. So America still has total control over both countries, especially over Pakistan's nuclear weapons. America will not allow Pakistan to send nuclear weapons to Saudi Arabia or use nuclear weapons or give some sort of umbrella over Saudi Arabia, because if they do, then this will set a precedence against all the other nuclear states around the world. It will defy the NPT treaty, and if they allow Pakistan to do that, why not other countries do the same? Why can't suddenly, say North Korea starts having an umbrella over Southeast Asia and other countries, and sending their nuclear weapons to other countries to protect them. Other countries will do the same. So there is no way America would allow Pakistan and Saudi Arabia to share nuclear weapons or have some sort of umbrella or shared use. There is no way this will happen. Otherwise, America would attack not only Pakistan but Saudi Arabia to stop that from happening, because their main priority is Israel. They will not allow Israel to fall in any source of danger whatsoever. And you can see from the media, Israel is not really saying anything about this. They haven't really spoken about it. They haven't pushed this in the media. And the reason they haven't, because they also agreed to this. And I think they agreed to it because America has given them assurances that Pakistan is not going to give or share nuclear weapons with Saudi Arabia. And I think that's it, really, guys. It's not really what you think it is. It's not, Saudi Arabia moving away from the West. It's not, Pakistan providing them defense against Israel. Nothing like that. If Israel attacks, Pakistan won't do anything. Trust me on this. Look at Gaza right now. Their own brothers and sisters are being killed. Is Pakistan doing anything? No. In the same way, they are not going to do anything with Saudi Arabia. There are no Pakistani bases in Saudi Arabia, and they don't have the strength economically, militarily, to take on Israel and United States and the West at the same time. They don't have that strength. The only two countries that can do that are Russia and China. So if this pact included China and Russia, then that's different. That's a different kettle of fish. That means Saudi Arabia has got two superpowers protecting it, and Pakistan. Well, Pakistan is not really a superpower yet, but they are a nuclear power. You have three nuclear powers protecting Pakistan. That means Pakistan will not need any use of United States, so they can ask the United States to leave. They can ask the United States to leave leave Saudi Arabia, leave all the bases, free, and those bases can be taken over by Russia, by China, by Pakistan. And then Saudi Arabia can join the BRICS, and they can be completely sovereign and completely independent from the West. That's the way forward. This is not how it is, guys. So you see a lot of news articles saying, oh, look at this pact, look at Saudi Arabia, they're moving away from the United States. Nothing like that. It's not what you think. The only country this will really affect in the region is India. So if India goes to war with Pakistan, there's a chance that Saudi Arabia will stop oil from going into India. And people might say, oh, India can buy oil from Russia. No, guys, no, they cannot buy oil from Russia. First of all of the oil that Russia sells is sold mainly to China. 60% goes to China. I believe 30 to 35% goes to India, and the rest goes to other parts of the world. So Russia is not going to stop China's share, and they don't want to for many reasons. Number one, Russia deals with China in the Chinese yuan and the rubles as well. So they have trade with currencies they can use. So China uses Russian rubles and the Chinese yuan, moves away from the dollar. Same with the Russia, and they can use both these currencies around the world. So China can use the rubles for raw materials from Russia, and Russia can buy with the yuan, they can buy goods from China, and it's a very good trade. However, when Russia buys from India, India insists on most of these trades going in rupees. However, rupees are pretty much useless in the rest of the world unless you buy from India. No other country in the world uses rupees. None. So for Russia, rupees are useless. So they don't want to trade more with India if they had the choice. If they had the choice, they don't want to do it. And India, doesn't want to trade with yuan because they're obviously anti-Chinese. They don't want to give China any leverage or any advantage. The only other option is to use ruble, and even India insists they cannot use the ruble because they don't really buy much from Russia. So unless it's weapons, of course. So they're in a catch-22 situation, and India is really afraid that if there's a war with Pakistan, Saudi Arabia can stop the oil, but Saudi Arabia can also tell other countries in the GCC, which is the greater organization of other Arab states, including UAE, Qatar, Bahrain, Oman, and things like that. And Saudi Arabia can tell them not to trade with India as well, and they would probably listen. So the Middle Eastern countries will probably stop all trade going into India if there was a war between India and Pakistan. And that would give India a huge problem. And India will not be able to carry on with this war if that's the case. So this is why India is very worried, and rightly so. So I think this pact is mainly going to affect local countries. Like for Pakistan, it's going to benefit them against India. And for Saudi Arabia, this pact is going to benefit them against if there's a war against Yemen or maybe even Iran. I'm not even sure. I'm not even sure if Pakistan would get involved with the war with Iran. To be honest, I think China would definitely step in and mediate. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. But I think I don't think this pact is what you think it is. But let me know if you think any different, and let's have a chat on the comment section. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Thanks a lot, guys.